Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today I want to do a non-sponsored review on the new Pure Wonder fragrance from Bath & Body Works, as you see right here, and that is what that looks like. There's like a kind of sparkly glitter effect on there, and that is what that is. So yes, Pure Wonder is the new fragrant body care product from Bath & Body Works that's coming out for the winter holiday season. I believe the official launch will probably be somewhere in November, but my store has already had the minis out for about 2 weeks now, so I actually got this about a week and a half ago. As soon as I got word that there was Pure Wonder like already in minis in my area, I was so excited to get it, so I did go to the store and I did have a free gift coupon to redeem the travel sized item right here. And they don't do a whole lot of travel size items in new fragrances to be able to use your mailer coupons in, so I was pretty jazzed to be able to use my mailer coupon on an actual new fragrance. So I did actually get this myself. It was not sent in PR. This is not a sponsored video, so I'm not at all compensated or paid to give a review of this product, nor am I incentivized or biased in a way to favorably showcase the products because I got them for free. So yeah, so if you want some non-sponsored thoughts on Pure Wonder, then stay tuned for this video. So, Pure Wonder, the notes on this read, well, actually, let me back up. So, I already did a video on Pure Wonder back in July. I guess they were really trying to hype this fragrance up, so they sent, like, preview batches to, like, I think every store got, like, a mini candle and a mini perfume spray, and the manager at the store was kind enough to actually let me smell it back in July, so I already did a first impressions all the way back in July, and she was saying that it was the same perfumers, I believe, as Forever Red and possibly Moonlight Path. I think it was Forever Red and something else, and I think maybe she said it was Moonlight Path. And then so I sprayed it there. And when I smelled it initially, it was the perfume rather than anything else, and they had the mini candle there as well. It kind of smelled like Forever Red mixed with In the Stars. But after having used the shower gel in the like wide release, it does smell a little bit different from what I remember. So I don't know if it was a tweak of the fragrance, or maybe I'm thinking perhaps because the perfume spray is more concentrated in the fragrance oils rather than the shower gel or like a FFM, that maybe it's more robust and more perfumey, and you get a little bit more of that sort of robustness that I get from Forever Red. It was more apparent in the mini perfume spray rather than like in the shower gel form that I had used recently. So I don't know if it's a tweak of the fragrance or just different concentrations. So yes, but actually even before Pure Wonder came out to preview in like stores to the managers or whatever, it was actually out in the Color Run collection way back, was it last year maybe, in Atlanta stores. They had a color run of a whole crap load of new body care fragrances that they were testing, and I guess Pure Wonder was one of them, and it must have done well enough for them to push forward as the new fragrant body care release for this holiday season. The notes back in the test version said Radiant Raspberry, Midnight Jasmine, and Golden Amber. And it says, lose yourself in a blissful daydream with the enchanting scent of Pure Wonder. And so that's what the original notes were. And then if we go to the notes on the wide release, it says that this is a clean blend of iced rosé, star jasmine, and warm white amber. So the amber and the jasmine stayed the same, but they switched out raspberry for iced rosé. I think there's that whole, like, the bubbly rosé candle keeps coming back and it's popular. Same with champagne toast. Anything that has Bellini in it. I think rosé is just a very popular like term or fragrance note, so to speak, so they probably just sort of translated raspberry into becoming a rosé drink just to give it more of a effervescent, bright, clean feel rather than the emphasis on the floral notes. So I think that's why they did that. So now that all that is out of the way, let me get into the fragrance. So yes, I've used this. It's almost like half done at this point because I have had it for a while. If this would focus though. There we go. And yeah, I don't love it as much as I loved it when I did the spray. So maybe I'm thinking just because I don't have all the forms, maybe the perfume spray is a little bit more robust and more, I don't know, just impressive. Whereas the shower gel was kind of run-of-the-mill and smelled just like every other fragrant body care product that we get from Bath & Body Works, to be honest. And this reminds me so much more of You're the One than it did back in July. And You're the One was, of course, the release for last holiday season. And this was Velvety Rose, White Birch, and a drop of strawberry nectar. Yeah, it's very similar to this, except for this is way more like quote-unquote mature and more grown up, so to speak. There's a very mature, like old-fashioned perfume vibe in the sense of like Japanese cherry blossom. When you use it, it has that very mature vibe to it. It's very intense and strong. I'm assuming it's that rose in the woodsy notes that are mixing together, because the strawberry in this, while there is a little bit of a fruitiness, Even the rose, I'm a rose lover, and I don't particularly love the rose in this because it is so powdery and mature and over the top and just very like, ugh. This one's okay, but it's just kind of like a generic run-of-the-mill, mature, older fashion, like department store perfume is what You're the One came off of. And this is still actually very similar to You're the One, but less mature and less old-fashioned and a little bit more like clean or young, so to speak. It's not as heavy on that rose. And it says jasmine in there. I would venture out to say there's probably still even rose in this. There is still that very quintessential floral perfumey vibe in there, but it's not as heavy or powdery or intense as You're the One is. It's not as woodsy as You're the One is, but it still shares a similar, just very similar baseline, like maybe rose plus jasmine floral blend. That quote unquote like perfumey aspect that you get from, you know, department store perfumes is still apparent in this one, but it is balanced out by a little bit more of a juicy fruitiness that is similar to the champagne toast type of like a berry plus like something else kind of, I guess, rosé type of fragrance. There is it said raspberry in the initial release, so I'm going to assume it's like a juicy like raspberry drink type of fragrance. It's not overly effervescent or like fizzy like cranberry pear Bellini, for example, is. It's not really like that. There's just a slight cleaner fruitiness that's a little bit more drink-like in this, that sort of pairs with the jasmine and the floral notes. And then, what did it say? Warm white amber. Sometimes I get a slight woodsy pepperiness that is comparable to In the Stars, which I was getting a whole lot more in the perfume spray, but I don't get a whole lot of it in the shower gel. And if you recall, In the Stars right here, this had the amber in it as well as sandalwood, agar wood, and tangelo. Yeah, this is way more peppery and sharp, that it's not quite as harsh as In the Stars is, but there is a slight underlying like peppery woodsy component to it, which is to be expected in the bottom notes. But rounding it all up, it's basically another fruity floral that we get from Bath & Body Works and smells just very similar to all their other fragrant body care products. You're the One is probably the closest, but not as mature and sophisticated or old-fashioned or powdery as You're the One. But similar You're the One floral perfume notes, but just made a little bit more subtle, and it has like a slight raspberry drink type of a rosé feel to it that makes it smell a little bit cleaner and juicier. And there's not a whole lot of like woodsy or amber undertones as it is In the Stars, but in the perfume, at least I got some of it, but not so much in the shower gel. So that's my thoughts on Pure Wonder. Kind of duplicate, especially duplicate just because we just had You're the One last year, that it kind of seems... Was You're the One what it was last year? I think so. It just kind of seems a little bit duplicate just because we had You're the One, and these two are very similar to my opinions. This is just way more perfumey and powdery and sophisticated and mature, and this one's a little bit more fresh and clean and not so heavy as You're the One is. Would I buy a full-size shower gel of this, having already gotten this as a free gift? I don't think so. I don't love it that much that I need to get a full-size version of this. Will I pick up the candle? Most certainly, just because the packaging is very pretty on it, and I just sometimes the candle is a little bit different from the body care, so I still enjoy picking that up. So I at least still pick up one of the candle, but I don't really need a full-size shower gel. I will be curious to smell this perfume spray in store and see if it's more robust than the shower gel, because I really love the perfume spray back in July, but I don't love the shower gel as much. And speaking of performance on this one, it's really light. It's like quite light. Like You're the One is very strong and it has like lasting power, and it will actually linger for a little bit after you get out of the shower. This is actually very, very, very light even in the shower, that it's not very strong or robust, and then as soon as you wash it away, you can't smell it at all on your skin afterwards. Once again, shower gels aren't like as concentrated as a perfume spray, so I don't expect like the greatest longevity, but it's just like, you know, there's ones like You're the One or Forever, the original Forever Red and the Forever Midnight that would like linger for hours. This was just very, very weak in the shower, so that was that. So I didn't super love that. So it's kind of like a one and done for me and not super memorable. It's just another one of their pretty fragrant body care collections that come out for the holiday season. That's pretty much it. I think that is it. It does come out in like all the expanded forms, as well as Wallflower, and I believe it's coming out in a 3-wick candle because they've already previewed that. So I will probably still pick up the candle, but I really don't have any motivation to pick up anything past that. So that was pretty pretty much it. Let me know if you tried Pure Wonder yourself. Let me know in the comments down below. I think it's actually already previewing. The minis are already previewing in most stores at this point. And I think at member get a exclusive early preview as of today. So if you are really so inclined to check it out, I think it should be floating around or somewhat accessible here in the coming days. So that's pretty much it. Let me know your comments down below. Hope you enjoyed this non-sponsored video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.